Zelus vibration plate. Now, vibration plate is something that probably a lot of you don't have any experience with. We use it in the clinic for people who have balance issues or for people who have osteopenia, osteoporosis, or perhaps have had femur fracture, knee injury, to help build bone density. So this thing is pretty cool. I've got it moved out into the floor where normally I would have it where people can stand and touch something, but it's just easier for you to see what I'm going to do out on the floor. But normally you would have it where the patient can touch something and have a safety net in case they were to lose their balance on this. This particular one is what they call a 4D, which means it moves in 4 different planes. The first one is the basic one, and this is the one I use for people who just need some bone density and they don't need to work on their balance. So essentially what it does is just sends vibrations through your body. So the machine is already turned on, and I'm going to set it with this little remote control. I'm going to set it to just vibration and turn it on. Now it's not going to move, but as you stand on this, there is vibration now moving through my body. So it's going through my feet, I can feel it into my legs, I can feel it into my spine, and it's just kind of a pulsed vibration, and your patient would just stand here for a period of time and let that vibration work on their bones. So that's the easy one, that's the one that's the basic. I will change the mode to a side-to-side motion. So you can see that this is more of a balance issue. You also, if you do some squats, your legs are firing, you're totally engaged in your core here to do this. And for people who have issues with balance, this is a good, well, part of the program is good for their balance. So, and I actually have this set on a pretty high level right now. I'll turn it down a little bit so you can see it's not that violent if you turn it down. So you can see that's much easier for somebody to do. So that's side to side. I will also put it on side to side and then lateral shift. So I'm getting the side to side motion, and then I'm also getting a little bit of a up down with it. So I'm working in multiple planes here instead of just the side to side motion. I'll turn it up a little bit so you can see. This one's harder. But it's a very quiet machine. It feels very sturdy. I like this machine. I bought this off Amazon 6 or 7 weeks ago, and I've used it quite a bit here in the clinic. But it's a good device. And then finally, you can add all so now you can see the change of how my legs are. Instead of going side to side, they're more up and down. And then the side to side. And then the vibration only. And then you can add all those at once. So you can actually have the side to side, the up down, and the vibration all at the same time for the most difficult. You can have your patient, as they get better, they can stand on one leg and do this. You can actually have it move a little bit as they're doing it if you want to. I like this. I like to turn it to 3D motion and have them go into plank. So now they're in plank, but they're also, so plank works your core, but now you're also working it dynamically, which is good. You can have them do like a push-up on it if you want, but a good variation. You can have your patient sit on this, so you get a little bit of torso movement instead of so much on the knee for the back. So it's a very you can use a lot of variety with this piece of equipment. This is the Zelus vibration plate on Amazon. We'll put a link to that in the description if anybody's interested in getting one. You can just click on that link; it'll take you right to the page for this. But again, very silent, not a lot of noise with this. So this is a thumbs up for me. I tend not to have anything in the clinic that I don't use that I wouldn't give it a thumbs up. So I like this piece, and if you get one, I think you'll be pleased.